Okay, guys, 11.3, we're going to look at areas of circles and sectors. If you notice, for theorem 11.7, the area of a circle is pi times the square of the radius, or a equals pi r squared, and we know that already. All right, so let's look at an example. Find the area of circle P. The solution, again, is use r equals 8 in the area formula. So, if a equals pi r squared, then pi times 8 squared equals the area, and the area equals 64 pi, or about 201.06 inches. If you leave it at 64 pi, I'm fine with that. All right, find the diameter of circle Z. So how do I find the diameter? All right, I know the area of the circle Z is 96 centimeters squared, right? So 96 would go in for my area, okay, equals pi r squared. Now I have to take 96 and divide it by pi. So I have 96 over pi equals r squared, and that would give me 30.56. And now I have to take the square root of both sides, so r would be around 5.53. So if my radius is 5.53, all I have to do is multiply that by 2 for the diameter, and I get around 11.06. So those are both different ways of using the area of a circle. Alright, so let's look at this. A sector of a circle is a region bounded by two radii of the circle and their intercepted arc. In the diagram, sector APB is bounded by AP and BP, and the following theorems gives a method for finding the area of a sector. So a sector is going to look something like this. You have a circle, okay, and then here's the center point, here's a radius, and here's a radius. So this is my sector all in here. Alright, so let's just say this is A and this is B. This is my sector AB, okay? So, a ratio of the area A of a sector of a circle to the area of the circle is equal to the ratio of the measure of the intercepted arc to 360 degrees. So, A over pi r squared is the area of a circle, right? Equals the measurement of AB over 360, okay? So, or A equals the measurement of AB, sector AB over 360 times pi r squared. You can do it that way too. That's probably the easier way to remember it. So let's look at this one. Sector CPD intersects an arc whose measure is 80 degrees. Okay? The radius is 4 feet. So find the area of the sector shown below. So I know the radius is 4 feet, so I can plug that in for R. Alright? And then look, I would end up like this. So area equals the measurement of AB, I'm just going to put X, over 360 times pi R squared. Okay, r squared, r is 4, so that'd be 16. So area equals x over 360 times pi times 4 squared, which is 16. Okay, so 16 pi. Got it? So let's look at it this way. Write the formula for area of a sector. We know that is 80. Right, because it said 80 degrees. Substitute known values, so we know r is 4. And we would get around 11.17. Okay, so the area of the sector is about 11.17. So right here, again, I put a 4 in here, so this is pi times 16. So I did 80 divided by 360 times 16 pi, and I got 11.17 as an answer. All right, so remember, it's the measurement of the CD, arc CD, over 360 times pi r squared. Okay? So A and B are 2 points on a circle P with a radius 9 inches and the measurement of APB 60 degrees. So I know that this is 60 degrees. Find the area of the sectors formed by angle APB. So again, first draw a diagram, which is what we did on the left. Alright, label points Q on the major arc. Okay? And find the measure of the minor and major arc. So again, if I want to find this measure of, let's start with the minor arc, we would do 60 over 360 times pi r squared. R is 9, so it would be 9 squared is 81, so it would be 81 pi. Put that in your calculator, and that will give you the segment of this sector. Alright, so again, we found the small one is 42.41 inches. Okay. So now for the area of the larger sector, realize that if the small sector is 60, the larger sector would be 300, because that's what's, 300 plus 60 equals 360. So you do the same thing, 300 over 360. You can reduce that if you want. Or I would just do 300 divided by 360 times 81 pi, and you would get 212.06. Okay, so hopefully you understand that. The homework is going to be on page 784, and it's going to be numbers 1, 2, 5, and 6, as well as 18 through 22. Please look at the example problems, look at this video to help you. The example problems give a pretty clear image of how to do this, but remember that to find the sector, it's A equals x, which x is going to be the degree of the arc, times over 360 times pi times the radius squared. Okay, so remember that to find sectors.